Hi, it's Mick with the Chugach National Forest Avalanche Center. Today is February 28th, and we're on Ravens Ridge, which is one ridge to the north of Butch Peak. We're at 2,600 feet on a west-facing slope. We're taking a look at the weak layer of snow that formed in January. There are places in our advisory area, like in Turnagain Pass, we downgraded it to an additional concern today versus a problem. That layer of weak snow is called a persistent layer, persistent slab, and um, it's also gaining strength in places like Lost Lake. And so that weak layer of facets is sticking together in those places and it's getting strong. We believe that the persistent layer here in Summit Pass and the northern areas of Seward are still a problem, and we think that for a couple of reasons. On Friday the 23rd, we got a couple observations of large avalanches. So one of them was right here on Butch Peak. We're going to pan over to it. It's a very large avalanche that occurred naturally after the storms that we had last week. So there was a big layer or a big load from that storm onto the mountains, and that natural avalanche occurred. It went almost all the way down to the lake. There was another large one that happened in the northern part of the Seward zone in the Crescent Lake area. That was a very large avalanche as well. We think these avalanches failed on the January facets. The other reason we think it's a problem still here in Summit and northern parts of Seward is the layer itself is not gaining strength as fast. So you can see the layer is still really sugary and loose. It doesn't want to stick together. So we didn't get any concerning test results, which is really positive. It is starting to gain strength. So because this layer is still weak in this zone, we think there's a chance that if a person were to find the right spot, they could trigger an avalanche on this layer. The other thing that's going on here today that's more likely to happen is wind slabs. So there's winds blowing up high. They've been swirling around. They've been coming from different directions. So you could find a wind slab on any aspect. And those are a more likely problem to occur. The winds are supposed to calm down tomorrow and the next day, maybe more like 15 miles an hour on the ridge tops. But that's enough wind to form fresh wind slabs. So next couple days, that's what we'll be looking at, and we'll keep you posted at chugachavalanche.org.